Namaskaraha. Today I would like to show a couple of online resources which are available as Sanskrit Dictionaries, where we can look up the words for Sanskrit language. These two websites which are shown here on the screen, one is spokensanskrit.org and the other one is www.sanskrit-lexicon.uni-colon.de. These are both are excellent websites which are very helpful to look up Sanskrit words. Now, one thing to note that the Sanskrit words and the Sanskrit dictionary is not that easy. It's not like an English dictionary where we just take up a word, English word, and just look up that word alphabetically in the English dictionary. Because Sanskrit is an inflectional language, which means a word has an ending to it. A word doesn't stand by itself separately. It has different endings. Both noun and the verbs, namapadam and kriyapadam, both have endings, and the endings vary widely by their genders, by their numbers, by their tenses. So many factors affect these endings. These endings mean that the endings attach to the root word and they change the form of the word. So, and also there are prefixes and suffixes in addition to these genders, numbers, etc. So, practically there are infinite number of words like that could be formed using these different combinations of the words, and there are compound words, and there are words which could join, different words which could join and which appear to be single words. So if you look at a Sanskrit sentence and if you do not identify the words properly, then it is really challenging to look up that word in the dictionaries. So the dictionaries, the Sanskrit dictionaries, they mostly rely on the root words. They show the root words in case of noun and verbs, basically, and on top of that they build upon. Basically, for example, the noun patana is there, and related to that patana, if there are anything else, any other words or suffixes, prefixes which could be added, they try to show them. So, and then they can't. It is not possible to show all the forms and all the combinations of each and every word, but generally the listings they show, with that we can get a fairly good idea. So I'll show a couple of these websites. One of them is spokensanskrit.org. So if I go to that screen here, the website here, spokensanskrit.org, both the description and the website addresses are available in the video description below. The first one is spokensanskrit.org. This is a very simple, straightforward screen you can see here with a big search box in the middle. Now let's try to find a word from English to Sanskrit first. English to Sanskrit word. So we know the English word. We want to find an equivalent word in Sanskrit. So let's say for teacher. So I start typing here teacher. So as I start typing teacher here, on the right side you see a list starts appearing in a box here, which is very helpful. It shows what words are available in the collection of this website as words. So the first one is a teacher here, so I can just go and select that using the mouse. I can just select it, or I can just click the translate here. So both are okay. So once I click translate, it shows different entries available in its dictionary. So here adhyapaka is one word, guru is another word for teacher. So it shows in the last column it shows the English word, in the first column it shows the Sanskrit word. In the middle here it shows the transliteration. There are various ways or methods of transliteration. So I'm not sure what type of transliteration method it uses, but it is fairly readable here. If one is not familiar with Devanagari script, they can try to read the word, Sanskrit word, using the English letters. The other thing it shows here is the M. M means it shows the gender, masculine. And I mean this second word is also masculine, and third is masculine. And then the fourth one is here is adhyapika, which is a female teacher, and obviously the word is feminine in gender. And other than this, then it shows the few more entries here, which could be helpful in many cases. So some of them even show the sentences in how to use the word, using that word in a sentence. For example, here we have aham adhyapakah, that it shows the sentence here, and even with the transliteration and the English meaning, I am a teacher. This is good. And then there is another word for achar, another word for teacher. It says religious teacher. Again, these translations have to be, we have to take we have to be careful with that. So they may not be always accurate, because Sanskrit is a very, very contextual language. All these words, they might mean differently in a different context. So, and even one word can have multiple meanings. So when we are looking for the meanings, we have to be very careful what we are looking for. We cannot just take the meaning of a word and just start using it in a sentence. Or if you are searching for teacher, we cannot just take its Sanskrit, whatever it shows here, and start using it in a sentence. So we need to be very careful, because how the word has been used in a Sanskrit literature and what exactly it means in certain contexts, it varies widely. So, but this gives a very general idea, very rough idea, and it's good enough to begin with. So this is English to Sanskrit, the lookup. And the reverse lookup is also possible on this website. So on the right side again, here you see there are options here, whether you want to know Sanskrit to English or use English to Sanskrit or just automatic. I used automatic here, because then the website itself will try to identify whether this is whatever I am typing here, it is a English word or the Sanskrit word. So, for example, if I type guru, which is a Sanskrit word, it knows that it is not an English word. So it takes it as a transliteration, and it identifies and it starts showing the different words or entries available in its collection. So there are different words which show up here. I select guru, the second one in which I'm interested. And when I click that, it shows guru. The first one is adjective. Second entry here, it shows masculine, which is a teacher. The first one, which is adjective, that is an adjective. Guru doesn't always mean a teacher. It is also a separate word by itself. When it is used as an adjective or a visheshanam, it means big. So depending on what we are describing, which object we are describing as a big, depending on that, this visheshanam or adjective can be masculine or can be feminine or can be neuter, napumsakam. So depending on that, the adjective's linga changes. So linga is not indicated here, it just says adjective because it can change. Now there are other words here which are related to guru, like guruta, etc. The meanings are also given here. This is fairly good enough, though this is many times the meanings here, because the context varies very widely, the meanings here may not be very accurate. So we need to be very careful with this, the meanings what we see, the words what we see here. Then let's try to look up verb here. This is a noun we looked up. What about the verb? So let's say if I say pathati. So if I say, I know the pathati word I came across in a sentence, let's say, and then I type pathati here. Pathati. So when I type pathati, it tries to match this transliteration. It transliterates and try to match the words in its dictionary. And it shows like patati, patati, pathati, pathati, etc. Since I'm interested in pathati, so I click here, and it shows different words. Again, first one, though I selected pathati, it shows pathati because of its own matching logic it has. But the second one I'm interested in, pathati, which means read. And then good thing about it shows is some information about the grammar also, like it shows verb, and here it shows one. One means in Sanskrit grammar, the verb roots, or which are called dhatus, they are divided into 10 groups, and this number shows the group of that dhatu, the first group. First gana, they are called gana, 10 ganas, and this is the first gana or first group. And the second here, PAR, shows another type of another way how the verb roots are classified. They are two types, like parasmaipadi and atmanepadi, and this PAR shows parasmaipadi. So if you are not familiar with that, so you can just ignore it, but this is what it shows here, which is really helpful. And but another important thing it shows here is in the brackets here, it shows PATH, which is the root verb, verb root of this verb or kriya padam. This is the usable form, but what is the verb root? So it shows in the parenthesis most of the times. Like here it shows patha. So if you transliterate and write this in Devanagari script, this will become patha, like this patha. So this is good to know in many cases. And again, the other sentences it shows here, it shows the word in a sentence, used in a sentence, and some related words, related sentences, which is many times useful. For example, Saha Vidyalaye Patati, he learns in school. This is very helpful. Now other thing is, I can also type, like when I am looking up this Sanskrit to English, if for the Sanskrit word I can type the transliteration or translate it in a transliterated way in using the English letters. But if I install the Sanskrit or the Devanagari keyboard on my computer, I can also type the Devanagari script here. So for example, if I type Guru, I change the keyboard to Devanagari now. So I type Guru here. So this also shows the results. So this website can accept Devanagari input or the translate the English letters in translate as a transliteration. Yeah. So that is possible. So now let's look at the second website, sanskrit-lexicon.unicolon or colon.de. So this one, the home page is shown here. When you type this uh, website address, so it opens this home page, and there is some introduction here on the top, and there are some dictionaries arranged in different sections, uh, which is good. And at the bottom there are credits, and we should be really thankful to these people or to these organizations and groups which are doing a great service, which have they not only they have scanned all the old dictionaries or Sanskrit dictionaries, both English to Sanskrit, Sanskrit to English, not only those, and there are many other dictionaries, not only scanning, they are properly digitized, searchable, indexed. You know. So, and they are made available online for all of us to use them freely. So this is extremely helpful. Without this, it would have been very, very difficult to refer to all these printed dictionaries, and most of them are very old, and it was very difficult to get the copies, and also the conditions of those dictionaries are not in a great shape. So this work is very phenomenal and very helpful. So now we are not going to look at all the links here today. Very quickly, the English to Sanskrit is the second section here, and the Sanskrit to English is the top section here. So first let's look at the English to Sanskrit section here. So there are three links here, means there are three different dictionaries. So we can select whatever we want. So I am going to show first and the last one. If you can look up the other links later. The first and the last for the English to Sanskrit. So let me go to the Apte students English to Sanskrit. So when I select this link, it will open a page like this, which on the top it shows what dictionary page it is opening, and there are what type of display. So basically these are all similar. The last one is mobile friendly. The first one is basic display, which is just shows you can type one word and it shows the meaning of that one word. Second one is list display. Third is advanced. You can try all those things, but I find this list display friendlier and easy to look up. So I clicked that list display, and it came to this page. And this page looks blank, has a couple of options here. Like one is important is the preferences, and other one is the keyboard here. So now since this is English to Sanskrit dictionary, let me show the preference window here first. So this on the preference window here, it has the keyboard input display, server display. So other ones are not that important for me. So keyboard input is phonetic. Let's just keep it like that. So if you want, you can use a different one, but I'll just keep it like that. Now input display is what you see in this box. You type here, this box, what you want to see. So if you want to type Devanagari script there, you can keep Devanagari. If you want to type the English letters, you can keep English letter. So this is one standard romanization. But since we are looking up this English to Sanskrit, so we want to type an English word. So I will keep this same as keyboard input. So I don't want to change anything I type, or it should not be considered as a Devanagari script or as a transliteration. So I just keep it same as input. And the server display, what the dictionary has to show in return can be Romanization, transliteration, or Devanagari. So I would like to keep Devanagari. So if you want to try this Romanization that shows transliteration, same Sanskrit in the using English letters, that also can be done. So, but I prefer to keep it Devanagari. So I'll just skip OK. Now I am ready to type English word here. So let's start with the word teacher. So here if I type teacher, it says not found. No, this is why doesn't it have teacher? This is the same thing, like because Sanskrit is inflectional, the original word or the origin word or the moola word or the moola shabda could be different. So let's try teach, just teach here. So now it brings up this entry here. It shows teach and what it means teach. Now here teach, it is showing as a verb here, teach, like, and adhi, e, and adhi is the prefix for the e is the root verb root, which is dhatu, and this shows v means verb and t means transitive, means it's a sakarmaka dhatu. It needs a karma padam or an object noun. And in usage, in present tense, final form kriya padam, present tense, prathama purusha ekavachanam will be adhyapayati. And there is another root also, another dhatu called shiksha also. And there are other similar ones like patha is also there, upadesh also there. And again here 6 indicates the dhatu gana or group of the dhatu. This is the 6th gana, and this P indicates parasmai padi dhatu. Remember there are two classifications of dhatus, parasmai padi and atmanepadi, other than those 10 ganas. So if you want to know those grammar details, you can look at this, but at the beginner level this may not be as important, or as you may not be keen to know that. So upadesha is there, then shas, this one indicates this is the second group of dhatus, and there's a parasmai padam. And here er indicates after teach, if you put er, that means that becomes teacher, and now this becomes a noun, because teacher is a noun. Just teach is a verb. So first it shows the verb words for the verbs in Sanskrit, and then if we add er, teacher, then we have the adhyapakah, shikshakah, guruhu. These are all the noun forms, like teacher. So how do we know the gender of these nouns? So by default, when a noun ends in aha, like adhyapakah, shikshakah, and these are to be taken as masculine. By default they are masculine. And in case there are doubts whether there is a possibility that noun could be in other gender, there this dictionary shows that it is M, masculine. So this word upadeshtru, so this one is masculine. So there is a possibility that upadeshtru, like matru, it could be feminine or a strilinga word, but this dictionary, Apte dictionary, makes it clear that this is a masculine word. And there are other entries are also here. If it is teaching, so this is teacher, and if it is teaching, what are the words? Adhyapanam, shiksha or shikshanam, then upadeshaha. These are mean teaching. So this is one example of searching this teach word in Apte. So remember that if we couldn't find teacher here, because this Apte dictionary is arranged like this. Different dictionaries, they have their own formats. Like in some of the dictionaries you might find teacher, but in Apte has arranged put the teacher under teach only. So under teach you can't put the teach. So one of the positive things, or one of the things which is helpful when using this kind of list display, instead of seeing that before we saw that like this basic display, list display. In basic display you don't see that list on the side. So here on the list you see the list on the side. So when you search for a word, it shows the nearby words in its dictionary. So it is helpful, and if you have time, whenever you have time, so you can just keep on looking for like other words, and this is a learning experience. So if you look at tax, so it shows karaha, balihi, shulkaha, shulkam, etc. The shulkaha, shulkam, why it's showing this shulkaha, shulkam? Karaha, balihi, so by default, because no gender is indicated here, it means they are all, by default they are masculine or pullingam. But here shulkaha is pullingam, but shulkaha also could be napusakalingam. In that case it becomes shulkam. So that is what it indicates. Shulkaha, shulkam means shulkaha form is pullinga form and shulkam is napusakalinga form. And there are other entries here. This is Apte's students English to Sanskrit dictionary. Now there is another one, Monier-Williams English to Sanskrit dictionary. Here also we can try here. Go to list display, and then let's try the same word like teacher. Let's try teacher here. Now this brings up the word teacher. This is Monier-Williams English to Sanskrit. So this one, Apte did not have teacher. Now this one has teacher. So you can have teacher, which is Upadeshaka, Shikshakaha, etc. Avbodhaka. Now it also has an entry, instructor of children, Baladhyapakaha, Baladhyapakaha, etc. This is good, and if you look at teach here, let's see what it shows. Teach, it shows similar entry, like to teach, verb, and Upadesh. Again, this is sixth gana or sixth group, and some forms are shown here. And note that there is a printed book page number is also given here. So this, if anybody is interested to look at the actual scanned page of the book from where this was scanned, you can actually open it. So just like a cross reference or something, if you want to study or actually look at the paper form, you can look at it. And here also tax is there, which brings up a similar listing like the Apte one. This is for English to Sanskrit. So that's what we saw, Monier and Apte. So Borua or something. This is one. This is there. If you want to look at this, then feel free in your free time. So then, about the Sanskrit to English dictionary, we have a bunch of dictionaries listed here. I have taken up few examples here. So first one is Wilson Sanskrit English Dictionary. So I go open that page, Sanskrit English Dictionary, and go to list display. Now here comes the thing. The preferences here. The how do I want to type is important here, because this is just not the English word. This has to be a Sanskrit word. So whether I want to input this as with the Devanagari script or with the transliteration, that will be decided by the preference window, which I showed earlier. Now let me open that window again. And here is the window, and let me change my input to Romanization, or that I don't want to input Devanagari, but simple transliteration. Let's see how it works. So again, remember that Sanskrit words are not, there are so many combinations, permutations, they are not straightforward. So we really have to know what word we are looking for. So let's again try a simple Guru. Start with the Guru first and press enter. It shows Guruhu. First it shows Guruhu MFN. It's your MFN means masculine, feminine, and neuter. That means this word can be used. It can take any of the three genders. How is it possible? Because it is an adjective. Guru is a Visheshanam or adjective. So if it is describing, if it is an adjective to a Pullinga word, the adjective also becomes a Pullinga. That is the rule of the grammar in Sanskrit. So if it is Pullingam, it is Guruhu. If it is Strilingam, then it is Guruvi. If it is neuter or Napunsakalingam, it is just Guru. Like that, these are the forms indicated here. And there are again different meanings here, which is possible. Now, let's try another word here, Khaga. Yeah. Khaga. So let's try Khaga. So when I press enter, this is the transliteration Khaga. Oh, sorry, went. So again, it shows Khaga, masculine. Khagaha means a bird, and also it shows etymology. Kha means sky, and Ga means who goes. So one which goes in the sky is Khaga. That is what etymology says here. Kha is sky, Ga goes. Ga who goes. So Khagaha is this bird. It could be if an arrow is traveling in the sky, that could be a Khaga, the sun, planet, or air, wind also. These are different, but mostly generally when we see Khaga in the sentences, most of the times it means a bird, but it could mean other things also in some cases, depending on the usage. Again, here you see on the left side different words close by. This is like arranged by Sanskrit alphabet. So Kha, as you see, Kha here, sky is already here. Kha. You can look at the Kha here also. So it means sky, etc. available here. But it's a neuter word, not kham, Kha, the neuter, Napustakalinga Shabda. So you can look up different words here. And yeah, these two words. Let's look at this another one, Yates. This Yates is the second one here. So again, I go to list display. I type same Guru, brings up the word there. So if I look again, go back. This was showing different meanings arranged like this, and but this Yates one is showing just single line, which is simpler. So if you don't want to be bothered about all this looking at different meanings and all that, just want to get a simple meaning, this might be better. Guruhu, and it is masculine, simple, direct, spiritual, parent or teacher. And also it shows adjective, is adjective. In the adjective sense, it means heavy, great, difficult, etc. But like this Wilson dictionary does not show the actual forms in those different genders when it is used as an adjective. So this is simpler. This is a little bit more detailed. Now we'll look at Apte dictionary also. Apte Apte also had this English to Sanskrit dictionary, right? And now it also has a Sanskrit to English dictionary. So that is this link here, Apte to Practical Sanskrit to English Dictionary. So here, let's go to this one. Yeah. So here I type Guru. Let's say Guru here, what it shows. So now this one looks even more detailed than this Wilson. Wilson was showing like this. Yates was showing this like this, and now Apte is even more detailed. It shows Guru, adjective, Guru, Guruvi, etc. And it shows few more things here in a comparative, superlative, what the form changes to, and what is its opposite word, Laghu, etc. Now it lists the other meanings of this Guru word, and then it shows some references like in that meaning in the Guru, when it means long, then what some in BH means Bharavi or something, Aramba Guruvi, I think so, I'm not sure. These are the sources from various sources, various literary sources. It has found these words used in that meaning, like Aramba Guruvi, it's a long duration in the beginning. And this is another one, ME probably means Megharutam, etc. Different literary compositions in Sanskrit. In that it has found this Gurushu Devaseshveshu Gachatsu. Here it means Gurushu Devasa, means it's a long day, like that. So in different meanings, where in that meaning has been used, that the word has been used in that meaning. So that is what it is trying to bring here from different sources. So this is for research purpose and to make sure that the word can be used in that sense. This is very helpful. And if you scroll down, there is even more words here. So what this dash means is the original word, the first word we search, or the first word it shows on the top here, Guru, the first word. And then here in the bottom here, after that first word, if you add Aksharam, it becomes Gurvaksharam. It means long syllable. So it not only gives the meaning for the base word, but it also shows few more words which are related to it, like Gurvaksharam, Gurvangana, Gurvartha, Guruttama, Gurukaraha, Gurukaryam, etc. Gurukaryam means big work, serious work, heavy work, like that. So those words are also listed here. And even for these also, it is trying to bring trying to give the sources where the word with this meaning can be found. So this is more detailed. Now there is another one, Kapler Sanskrit Dictionary, which you can look. Let's say try to look for Guru again. Let's say. So this is simpler again. So if you are comfortable with this one, you can use this one. Then there is a Monier Williams, which is again a huge dictionary. Let's see what it shows for Guru. Okay. So here, it's even looks very detailed one. Guru, and there is a Guruvi, masculine, feminine, and it could be in neuter also. Neuter is just Guru. And then there are again related words are there. So if you are into it, if you want to study more about that word, you can look at this. However, for a beginner's purpose, this Yates or Wilson might be enough. And there is another one called Shabda Sagara. Let's take a look at this one. So here if I say Guru, here also this is simpler. straightforward. This also shows it's an adjective, masculine, feminine, neuter. Guruhu, Gurvi, and in neuter it is Guru. And it just shows the simple meanings here. Now let's look at, here we saw Khaga, and let's look at the Khaga here also. What Apte dictionary shows, and it says not found. And if you try to look at the Khaga, and the Khaga is not listed here. So these are some dictionaries, they just skip that because they think that Kha and Ga, when they are separately listed, it should be enough for the people to know. Kha and Ga together means something that goes in the sky. Right? And let's take a Kepler, what it says about Khaga. This is very straightforward, simple. Khaga, moving in the air, flying. It is adjective. Masculine, bird. Monier Williams, Khaga. So this shows Khaga, adjective, moving in air, masculine, bird. So alright, so this one, the first one, Wilson one actually showed the etymology, Kha and Ga, one which goes. So these are some of the Sanskrit to English dictionaries which I wanted to show you what they do. These are some of the nouns we saw. And what about, let's try one of the words here, like Patha. Let's say Patha. No. When I type this Patha, it shows Patha now. And what is the transliteration for Patha or Patha? It is difficult to know. No. I'm not able to type the uppercase T there, Patha. So maybe I should change the preference to Devanagari and see whether we can get Patha. So I change the input to Devanagari here. And now I'm going to put Patha. But the mapping here is different. So let me use this keyboard here, which is like on-screen typing. So where is P here? So I can go to P. Here is the P. And Patha is made up of P, A, there is P, and where is Tha? Tha is here. And Pa. So this makes it Patha. And let me try, close it, let me press enter. So when I press enter, it shows Patha, which is a Dhatu, which is again the first group, and it's one of the forms is Pathati, to speak articulately, which is good. So Wilson is good. So let me go here and let's see what this one shows. Again, sorry, this one, let me try to copy paste this one here. I can't copy paste. So for to type Patha, I have to first type the key P, A, and then I have to type uppercase W, and then again A. That is what it shows. Then also not sure. So let me change the input to Devanagari again, and then it doesn't find this 8th one doesn't find Patha, because if you look up on the side here on the list here, it has a Patha with a consonant ending Tha. So that is the closest one it has. So I can select that, and then it shows the verb there, pat, and one of the forms is patati, and belongs to first group, prathama gana, first group of the dhatus out of 10 groups, and the meaning. So this is how this 8 is organized. It doesn't have that pat, but it has a root with this pat, verb root with pat. And how about this apte? Apte also, let me change the entry to Devanagari, and then I type pat. Here it doesn't find. Again, this one on the side you see here, again there is a consonant ending pat, and this is the verb root actually. So this one shows the verb root and all the details. Again, the apte dictionary style, it has the examples, sentence examples, and the sources of those sentences. So this is how it shows. Then here shows patha. It doesn't find. Again here same, the one is the consonant here, pathati. Whereas this Wilson we have this without the consonant, but the root of verb root is, most of them they have this consonant ending verb root. So we should be looking up for the consonant ending word here. And this here also we found this patha with pat with this meaning, and there are some other prefix suffix possibilities also here, combinations. And about Monier Williams, what we have here is so now this one has patha entry also, which it shows it as a noun without the consonant ending, this patha. Yeah, there is a noun possible without the consonant, but on the left side, in the list you see this with consonant pat. So if you select that, then it shows the actual root of the verb. And this pat is the first group again, parasmaipadi, and you can see the small pop-ups here when I put my mouse there, which is helpful, which shows parasmaipada. This P means parasmaipada. And there are some forms of that root verb, verb root in different, some of the forms here. Papatha, apathit, these are some of the forms, not all the forms. And there are few more forms here, which if you are interested, like passive forms, and there's a causative forms, and then this is an intensive form, etc. So if you are interested, and if you know that, this will be helpful. Otherwise, very basic root, verb root and its meaning, dhatu and its meaning should be good enough. How about this one? Let's try. So here we have pat. Yeah, this is sorry, this one pat. This is without the consonant. It is listing it as a verb root, and also lists what type of dhatu that is. So if you are familiar with this makes sense. Like dva means it is a dvadigana, means the first group. Each out of those 10 dhatu ganas or groups of dhatu, each one of them have the names. So this first group has this name. So this is referring to it by name, not one. This is one is already here, but this is the actual name. And the parasmaipada is that's another type of classification of the verb roots. And this is sakarmaka. The patha is a sakarmaka dhatu. So this is how these are arranged. And on top of this, near the top here, you see the simple search here. When you open this page, it opens up this page like this. And here you can select one of the dictionaries which you are comfortable with. And then you can look up the word here. For example, if I want to search for Guru. So I selected Monier Williams and type GURU here, and it shows the Guru word from that dictionary. So this is also helpful. And if you change it to say iTrans, this is another transliteration. So let's see how it looks. So you see all this Guru, Guru Tara, and all these are all changed. There is no Devanagari script here, so this is all changed to the transliteration. So if you don't know, or if you're not comfortable with the Devanagari script, you can use this iTrans or any other transliteration method you want to. That is one that is one that's how you look up. But so there are many options here. You can look at different forms, different dictionaries. And my suggestion is that try all of them, and see at what level you are comfortable. Because these different, like Optape and Monier Williams, they provide more details. And at the initial beginner level, if you are not comfortable with that, it is too intimidating, then you can just use this Wilson Sanskrit English Dictionary or Yates one, or even the Shabda Sagara, which is more simpler to use. Now the other option I wanted to show you is this. On any of these pages, when you open any of the dictionary, as you see here, it has a mobile friendly display. So if you use this list display, these kind of displays, this display, you can use this on your mobile device also, but it will be hard to read. It will not be easy to read. So there is one mobile friendly display option is available here. So I'll show you how it looks. So if you use this on the computer screen, this is how it looks. But if you use this link on your mobile screen, then it will look like this. So this is very easy to read on your mobile screen. So let's say I have selected Monier Williams mobile link for Sanskrit to English, and then there is I there on the right hand side of the box. And if I select that, you see here what should the input method you want to use and what output method you want to see. So that options are also available here. So I keep this Devanagari as the output, and for the input there is no Devanagari option here. That's when I can use the transliteration, and I select OK. Then I use the keyboard on the mobile device, and I type, let's say I type Guru, and then I hit this next button. So now you see the results on the mobile screen. So this is mobile friendly, very readable on the mobile screen. So that option is also available. So with the mobile screen friendly option, You can use these dictionaries anywhere on the go on your mobile device. It's very useful. All right, with that, I think I hope this was useful for you. And thanks again. Thank you. Bye bye.